System Analysis and Design, Part 1. First part of the unit System Designing and Analysis is Systems. We will have a look at of the system in the generalized manner. A system is a combination of components that are working together to achieve a goal or to perform a task. So when we consider a system, we can say it has three characteristics, including the system should have some kind of items which are interrelated. So they are connected to each other, and also they should have a task or a goal to perform. So when we consider the examples, we can say school, it's a system. Vehicle systems, computer systems, human body. These are few examples. An example, when we consider the vehicle as a system, we can say that vehicle has some components like the tires, wheels, steering wheel, engine, fuel tank, seats, radiator. Like there are many components, and these components are connected together to perform the specific goal for the vehicle, which is to travel. Then when we go into the systems, we can categorize the systems into two types as natural systems and man-made systems. A natural system is a system which is created by the nature naturally. So without any human interaction, with the systems which are created by nature are known as natural systems. For examples, human body, a solar system, plant, and any animal, we can say them as natural systems. In case of man-made systems, these are the systems which are created by human in order to fulfill one of their needs or no, many of their needs. So the examples can be a computer system, a vehicle, television, factory, company, an organization, school, anything which can be considered as a system which have some set of interrelated components to perform a specific task and created by an human is known as a man-made system. The next component which we are going to discuss is system boundary. So a boundary is the outline which separates the system from its external world and with the inside of the system. So the boundary clearly describes what is inside a system as well as what is outside a system. So we can use the system boundary to differentiate the inside and the outside of the system. Here is an example for the school as a system. So we can see inside the school, inside this boundary, the inside of the school contains students, teachers, principals, chairs, tables, labs, classrooms, buildings, playgrounds, maybe non-academic staff. All the components inside the school are within the boundary of the school system. Then in the outside of the system, we do have parents, alumni, educational departments, and any other external factors which are outside the boundary of the school system are considered as the outside of the school system. Then again, when we go into systems, we can categorize the systems into two types as open systems and closed systems based on how the system behaves. An open system is a system which interacts with some entities of the environment. That means they are interacting with the outside factors of the system as well. So an open system can take inputs from the outside, then the processing is done inside the system, and again the output is given to the external world. So for example, when we consider the school, we know the kids from the parents are the inputs to the school system. So the kids are some external entities. So they are input to a system and then the processing happens. So from grade 1 to grade 13, the learning teaching process is there with the students, and students become a component of the system once they are taken inside the system. And then after completion of the education process, the well-educated students are given out to the society as the output from the system. So we can say school system is an open system where the input are taken from the outside, processing is done inside the system, and then the output is again given into the outside of the system. The other type is the closed system. So closed systems, all the inputs, outputs and the processing are taken place inside the boundary of the system. So there is no interaction between the inside of the system and the external world. So we can say a closed system is fully isolated system. So here all the inputs, processing and outputs are taken inside the system. But when we consider the real world scenario, it's really hard to find a closed system. So closed system exists in the ideal conditions only. So here we wrap the lesson, the part system. So next in this part 2, we will discuss information systems, which are the systems which is inside a computer. Thank you for watching.